Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I am back again with 5 more tips for American business owners to help manage their Rockstar virtual assistant. The idea again behind these videos is simple. These are for American business owners who are either starting out or have had experiences in the past with virtual assistants from the Philippines, but haven't had the success they were looking for. So these are the keys to success. I've been working with Filipino virtual assistants since 2011. I've built a team of them. I have over 40 of them employed with my company in the Philippines. And what I'm doing now is giving some tips to you to help you be more successful with that virtual assistant. Number one is we want to focus on social media today. So number one really is the most important thing I think a virtual assistant can do for any American business owner, especially if you're a small business owner, if you're an entrepreneur who's a coach or a trainer or an author, a speaker, you're doing something where you're taking your intellectual property and you're sharing that with an audience of people. You have to consistently give your audience valuable content. So consistent, optimal posting times are probably the best use of a virtual assistant. Even if you work for a big company and you're in charge of the marketing or you're in charge of getting messaging out, whether it be internal or external, having somebody whose primary job function is to deliver that content on a consistent schedule is super important. There's 2 reasons for that. Number one is that people start to expect the content when they know it's coming at a set time. Most people may not watch your videos if they drop every Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m., but they know they're there. So when they want to see new content, they know where to go to get it and when to get it. It's important. People kind of build the expectation up in their mind about knowing that you're going to produce consistent content. The other thing is it makes you look more legit, right? Because if you're consistently posting similar messaging, similar branding, similar look and feel, but you're doing it at the same time, people are going to say, wow, they've got something going on. They're really good at what they do, or they have a really good team. Either way, it reflects great on you. When you post inconsistently, like you do a bunch of posts and you go away for a while because you're busy and you can't post. When you post sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes in the evening, but again, inconsistent, people aren't going to consider you to be at the top of your game because you can't even get your messaging out right. So this is super important. Social media, consistent, optimized posting times, knowing when your audience is on and posting when they're most likely to engage. The second tip I'll give you is stay in one voice. What I mean by this is that stay in one voice means that you need to be consistent in the messaging itself. Right? So you want to have similar types of photos, similar types of color schemes, similar fonts. You want to be able to really give your audience a consistent professional look. McDonald's uses red and gold, always, only, right? Burger King uses the king to death, always out there with their mascot, right? Every good brand is out there doing things where they're consistent with that brand. And it should be the same for you. And in addition, if you're having a virtual assistant post as you or post for you, they want to be posting in your voice. So for what you really want to shoot for is if you're using a virtual assistant to be posting for you, you want them to do such a good job that people don't know it's not you. It makes it look like you're super amazing because you're always doing stuff. No matter how busy you seem, you still get stuff done to get out to your audience. That's important, right? You can also have the VA be in their own voice, but supporting your voice. A lot of people prefer to have their virtual assistant be announced to their audience as their assistant so that people know that there's somebody out there. This also ups the wow factor because if you have your own assistant, then you must be doing something right in your business. Number 3, your VA can help you use all the free insights and analytics tools. One of the cool things about every social media platform, especially Facebook, is that it gives you free analytics. It tells you which posts are the most viral, tells you where your audience is coming from geographically, breaks down your audience based on age and gender. So you get a sense of, is your message getting to the right people? You can also look at analytics, especially on YouTube, where it tells you when people are watching and how much of the video they watch and when they stop. So you can get a lot of insight, but it's time consuming and you have to do consistent work with your insights and your analytics. So having a VA do that and just give you the high level, have the VA give you a weekly report saying, hey, this is what happened this week. We posted X number. This is the most popular post. You can look at that yourself, but it's hard to put it to action when you're looking at something and then you got to go do something else. You always have more priorities. But if the VA's priority is like posting stuff for you and then managing the posting, including the analytics analysis, it will again make you look much more professional. Number 4, repurpose existing content. If you're like me, you've got tons of content. I can create content all day because I love to talk about what I do, and I think it's an important message. So I've got content going back years that can be repurposed, especially some of the things I maybe posted like 6 months ago that's still similar to what I'm posting now. We can repost it, right? Because I think people have this fear that if you repost something, people will think you're out of ideas. And you have this paranoia that everyone that saw it before is going to see it again, which is pretty much never going to happen. If you look at your number audience of your followers on IG, of your friends on Facebook, of the people that like you and follow you on your Facebook business page, your subscribers on YouTube, whatever it is, even best case, you're going to get a small fraction of your total audience to view the content when you post it. So if you repost it again a few months down the road, why not? Save yourself time from having to recreate content. Let your VA repackage it. Put a new cover photo on it. Put some new background music on it. Put a new call to action, but repurpose the same content. It's really, really useful to be able to do that, to save time and energy to do other things. Like the more that you have your VA engaged and the less they have to create, the more successful you're probably going to be in getting new clients. So just something to think about. Number 5, the number 5 tip I'll give you for social media excellence is of all your platforms, the one you definitely need to have your virtual assistant take over as you is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is designed where most people you're going to interact with, it's very superficial, right? You're going to have like happy birthday, happy anniversary, congrats on the new job, all those things you can send out. You've got like, hey, welcome to my LinkedIn. Hey, I dropped a new video. You can post in groups. And only when somebody engages back to you and says, hey, let's chat, do you have to get involved in the conversation. And that's going to be like 3% of all the communications and interactions you have on LinkedIn. So you can basically automate those by delegating it to your virtual assistant. I do that, and I only get, I spend maybe an hour or so on LinkedIn following up on things my VA red flags for me and says, hey, go check this out, see about this one, look at this one, right? I do that, and I'm on LinkedIn every day, posting every day, greeting every day, sending messages out every day, but I'm never actually on LinkedIn myself. So of all the social media platforms, I recommend LinkedIn is the most important to let your virtual assistant manage as you. Other ones you can decide, Facebook, Instagram, you may have more of a connection with your audience. You can also let your VA manage your YouTube channel or TikTok channel. But anyway, figure out what it is that you want to delegate. Get off your plate. Find a virtual assistant. If you need help, you can find one through us, Sonic Virtual Assistant, Sonic VA. You can drop a comment below. You can subscribe to the channel as well. Please do so. And look for me for more updates coming your way on how to manage your Rockstar virtual assistant for massive success. All right, get out there and have a great day.